morning, YouTube. It's a bright, bright, happy day. How are you? I am pretty good. Yeah, it's bright. I am parked facing the sun. Kind of hard for a vampire like me, which is kind of weird since I only really work days. It is about 7:30 in the morning, and I just bought fuel, did a load check, and am finishing out my DOT break after eating my breakfast. I got up at 3:30, cleaned up the inside of the truck, and was gone by 4:15. And nice drive up here this morning. Very, very foggy, but it was very, very pretty. I don't know, I kind of like driving at night more than I like driving in the daytime. I like driving at night because there's not a lot of traffic, a lot less traffic anyway, and you get more open road kind of feeling. And of course then you get the fog over the mountains and the moonlight, if there is any, or what little light there is, kind of makes it all eerie. And as the sun comes up and everything's revealed, it's just really, really gorgeous, especially out here in these mountains. It's just a really nice feeling. Though I prefer driving in the daytime, simply because I get to sleep at night. But leaving early in the morning and getting to where I need to be early in the day, so I have a parking spot like I'm doing today, hopefully, when I get to Columbus, is much better. It's kind of a give or take. They all have their advantages and all have their disadvantages. So that's where we stand at the moment. I'm gonna finish eating my microwaved eggs and sausage. Actually, it's one of the Simply Complete meals. They're not too bad. Not too bad. The truck doesn't like my microwave though. I have to run the microwave on low power, so it takes longer to cook stuff. Not sure why that is, because the inverter's at 1500 watt and my microwave doesn't draw that much. It's only 700. It should work just fine. I do know my coffee pot doesn't work in here. The one I use to boil water for tea shuts the inverter right off every time. I guess the draw is too high. Oh well, I'll have to see if I can find one that doesn't draw as much. Probably won't work as well either, because it will boil 30 ounces of water in about a minute and a half. Guess I'll chat with you after lunch. Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you this afternoon? I am pretty good. It is about 1:40 Central Standard Time, and I am in London, Ohio, at a pilot. I know y'all are tired of hearing at a pilot. That's where I am most of the time. It's probably where I'm going to be. This is Flying J. Almost went to the TA. I've been watching the truck stop parking up here on Trucker's Path since I left this morning to see what things were going to do. And about 12:30, up until about 12:30, the pilot in Columbus, the one that's about a mile from where I'm going tomorrow, had been showing green, and then it went yellow and then red, almost maybe 5 minutes later, and it stayed red. And I actually called the truck stop and asked them. They said, "Yep, it was packed." I even looked online, and all the reserve parking was taken. I was like, "What the heck, man?" So I started looking around for something else, and I'm about 15 miles from the receiver on I-70, and there's two truck stops here. There's a pilot and a TA, and both of these were green up until about an hour ago, and they started to fade off. This one's gone red since I got here. There's still some preferred parking spots, but there's like maybe 2 or 3 regular spots, and the TA is almost red. I almost went over there, but my Wi-Fi account is here. So priorities, man, priorities. The drive up from my last talking to you, which was in Kentucky, was very nice. I got to Cincinnati, and I decided that I was gonna, instead of going up 71 all the way into Columbus, I actually detoured off and got on US 42, then US 48. No, excuse me, Ohio 42, and then in US 48. And I was going to follow 48 all the way here, because 48, this is at the junction of 48 and 70. But the apparently they got some road construction somewhere, and they've got the road closed. So I ended up having to detour to US 68 to come up to 70, and then come across. I did that because I wanted a little change of pace in highway driving, and I drove through all these nice little small towns, and it was kind of leisurely. It was only 50 to 55 miles an hour most of the way, and it was a pretty drive. I had forgotten how pretty Ohio is. I haven't been up here in a while for any length of time. So it was a good driving day. It was very nice, steady pace. I did about 490 miles today, and I got it's 15.1 miles from where I'm sitting to the receiver. So, and I got to be there at 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central. So I am probably going to get up at 5:30, and it'd be a moot point probably to take a shower, get something to eat in the Denny's. They got a Denny's here. Amazingly, if it's a Pilot with a Denny's. No, I'll take it back. The Denny's is across the street. It's something. Sorry, it's a kettle. A kettle. And go over there and eat, and then leave here about 6:15 Central Time, so I can get over there within 30 minutes of the delivery appointment. Because like I said yesterday, it's a just-in-time appointment, and we have to be there on time, or Maverick has to pay a penalty or something like that. But as our motto goes, if you're early, you're on time, and if you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, don't bother. Pretty good. So since it's so early, I'm not really going to do much of anything. I'm going to crawl in the back and hook up the PlayStation and watch the last 3 episodes of The Sopranos before I go to bed, and have something to eat. I don't know what I'm going to eat, though. I have some stuff, I just haven't decided. And then, of course, check my email and do some other things. So I hope y'all had a great day. I did. And thanks again to the new subscribers I got just last night. I added like 5 or 6 last night, I think. And for those people that have already liked my Facebook page, thank you very much. I'll be posting stuff on there in addition to YouTube. That's TexasMike's Roadshow, no apostrophe. And on Facebook, feel free to like it and comment there if you want. And so until tomorrow, keep the shiny side up. 73s. See ya.